Dear cadets, as you know, this is the time of COVID-19 pandemic. Regular classes are not possible. That is why school has decided to start the online classes. With the continuation of same, today I am starting class 9 chemistry chapter first, matter in our surroundings. So there are so many things in this chapter. Subsequently I will deal with all those things, but the question is here, what is the matter? So dear cadets, as you know, in our surrounding there are so many things and their shape, size, textures are different. But try to understand how can we define the matter. Whatever things we are seeing, we are feeling, whether all are matter or not. So here now I am going to tell you what is the definition of matter. Matter is nothing but anything which occupies space and have mass is known as matter. Once again, anything which occupies space and have mass is known as matter. Example: chalk, duster, books, table, chairs. So many things are there. Soap, sanitizer, alcohol, everything which occupies space and have mass, that is known as matter. But always remember, feelings, emotions, sentiments, love, hatred, these are not a matter, because abstract thing will not occupy space and have mass. So remember, anything which occupies space and have mass, that is only classified as a matter. Now next thing is, how can we classify the matter? Whether all the matter is same or different. What are the ways to classify these matters? So matter can be divided into two categories. The number one is on the basis of physical properties, second one is on the basis of chemical properties. Let us pay attention towards the classification of matter. On the basis of physical properties, matters can be categorized into three categories. Number one is the solid, liquid and gas. Always remember, this classification is on the basis of physical property. Physical property is nothing but which is related with the physical nature of matter, like boiling point, melting point, density, refractive index, their interparticle attractive force. All these comes under the physical properties. So on the basis of physical properties, matters are three categories: solid, liquid and gas. On the basis of chemical property, you know the chemical property is nothing but related with the electron and their behavior, how they react with other elements. So on the basis of that one, matter is of two categories. First one is the pure substance, second one is the impure substance or mixture. Pure substance are those substances which have got the constant fixed chemical composition, and they are of two categories: element and compound. Element further divided into three categories: metal, non-metal and metallites. Mixture or impure substances, they are categorized into two categories, that is homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Yes, now the question arises here, physical nature of matter. Actually, what are the physical properties of matter? So there are two properties of matter. Matter is made up of particles. Number one thing means all matter is made up of particles, and these matter particles are very small. They are very tiny. Even if millions of particles come together, then they can create one particular shape, size of that matter. That is why there are only two physical properties of matter. Matter is made up of particles, and matter particles are very tiny. Okay. Now since matter is made up of particle, we will prove this one with the help of one activity. Take one beaker and near about 100 milliliter water, fill to it. Now 1 teaspoonful or pinch of sugar or salt you add to it. Now after addition of salt or sugar to the water, you stir it. So what you will see that sugar or salt very fastly they dissolve into water. Actually what is happening, soon after the addition of salt or sugar to the water, these sugar or salt particle they divided into so many small particles, and inside the water there are small gaps, small interparticle gaps are there, and these divided particles of sugar and salt they occupy that space. This is the only reason, that is why whenever we add small amount of salt, sugar or any other thing to the water, so their volume does not increase, it remains constant, because inside the water particle small gaps are there, and until unless these gaps are filled, volume will not increase. But always remember, once these gaps are completely filled, and if you keep on adding salt and sugar to it, then now volume will increase. So always remember, volume will not increase until unless gaps or interparticle spaces are filled. Once these spaces are filled, then definitely volume will increase. So indirectly this activity proves that matter is made up of particles. These matter themselves divided into so many small particles, and they get dissolved into given quantity of solvent. Yes, the second physical nature of matter is matter particles are very tiny. We can prove this one with the help of one activity. You take 5 beaker, and each beaker take 100 milliliter of water. Now in the beaker number second, few crystal of potassium permanganate you add. What you will see, after certain period of time, the solution become dark pink. Now with the help of measuring cylinder, take 10 milliliter solution out of second beaker and add this one to the third beaker. What you will see, that this become light pink. Further you take 10 milliliter of solution from the beaker number third and add to the fourth number. Again you will see that this solution become light pink. Same procedure you repeat for the beaker number fifth also. Again you will see that of course it is a pink, but it is fat. So the meaning of this one is, with each time when we add 10 milliliter solution to the beaker, what is there? With each time dilution, the color become light pink. So the meaning of this one is, the matter particles are very tiny, and each time they are getting divided into so many tiny particles, but each time that particle is responsible for production of pink color. So again this activity proves that matter particles are very tiny. Same activity you can repeat with the Dettol also. With the removal of 10 milliliter and addition to the next beaker, each time you will get the smell of Dettol, but subsequently this smell will reduce. Yes. Now characteristics of particles on matter. So as you know, matter is made up of particles. So what are the characteristics of those particles? So the first one is, particles of matter have space between them. Second one is, particles of matter continuously moving. Third one is, particles of matter attract each other. So now I am going to explain you the first one. Particles of matter have space between them. As I have already told you that when we add a small amount of salt or sugar to the water, what is there? These particles divide themselves into so many small particles, and they get into the spaces of water. That is why the volume of water does not increase. So the meaning of this one is, of course matter is made up of particles, but these particles when combined together, some small gaps are left. In these gaps only, whenever something we add to the water or any other liquid, those divided particles occupy that space. This is the only reason, that is why the volume of water does not increase, and indirectly this activity proves that particles of matter have space between them. The particles of matter continuously moving, as we are in the characteristics of particles of matter. So you know that generally it looks that particles of matter are not moving, but particles of matter are continuously moving. We can prove this one with the help of following activity. Number one is burning incense stick. Everybody knows that when agarbatti or incense stick burn in one corner of house or home, so their smell can be felt in other corner of the home also. Why? Reason is the burning incense stick particles move from one corner to another corner. That is why we feel their smell. Another important thing is, just see, cold food, their smell we can't feel when we are away. To feel the cold food smell, we have to go too near to it. But hot sizzling food smell can be felt from far off. Reason, in hot sizzling food, particles continuously moving from one place to another place. Another activity which will prove the particles of matter continuously moving, that is mixing of blue or red into the water. Just small one drop of red or blue ink you add to the water. What you will see, within the fraction of second, the ink particle will cover entire volume of water. So again it proves that particles of matter continuously moving. Mixing of copper sulfate crystal to the cold and hot water. This third activity also will prove that particles of matter continuously moving. Try to understand, when you put copper sulfate crystal to the hot water, very fastly it dissolves, but in cold water it dissolves with a little bit less rate. So what is the reason that hot sizzling food travel long distance, and in hot water copper sulfate dissolve very fastly? This is the matter of kinetic energy and some other activity. Subsequently topic I will deal with this one. Right now, third characteristics of particles of matter. Particles of matter attract each other. This is the third characteristics of particles of matter. We can explain this one with the help of one activity. Now suppose in your class 30 cadets are there. Divide them into 3 categories. So each group 10 cadets would be there. Now in first group you just tell, from back side they just touch the fingertips of each other. Fingertips of each other. Second group cadet, they just lock their arm. They just lock their arm. Third category, they hold each other hand from back. So once again I am repeating, first group cadet, they just touch the fingertips of each other. Second category cadets, they lock their arms from the back. Third, they hold the hands of each other. And now try to understand. Just you only tell me in which category strength will be more. So these hands are the bond of attraction, attractive force of the particles. Now definitely where hands are locked, in that case strength would be more. Means the group of the cadet which are locking their arms, their strength would be more. Similarly, inside the particles, they are held together by attractive force. So stronger the attractive force, solid means stronger the attractive force, strength of the particle will be more. Characteristics of particles of matter is, particles of matter attract each other. So as you know, in the matter there are not only one or two particles. There are millions of particles. Since these particles are very, very small, that is why individually we can't see. But when so many particles come close to each other, then we are able to see them. They have got fixed shape and size. So now we have to prove this by one activity. Now suppose in one class 25 cadets are there. So divide that one class into 3 parts, 3 group. One group of cadets, they hold the hand of their other friend from back, just hold. Second group cadet, they lock their arms with each other from back only. Third group cadets, from back side only, they just touch the fingertips of each other. They just touch the fingertips of each other. And now try to understand, you have got 3 categories. The first category is they are holding hand first. Second one, they are locking their arms. Third one is just touching the finger of each other. Now you decide in which case strength will be more. I think the second group, which is locking their arms together, their strength will be more. In the similar way, in the matter particles also, they get attracted with each other. One type of attractive force is responsible to hold them together. If this attractive force is strong, so that matter will also be considered to be the strong. If attractive force is weak, matter is also classified as a weak matter or fragile matter. There are some other activities also. Just see, suppose you have taken one piece of chalk. This piece of chalk very easily can be broken into pieces. But suppose you have got one iron nail, can you break them easily? No, because in iron nail, whatever particles are present in the iron nail, they get attracted with each other by strong force. But in chalk, particles get attracted by weak force of attraction, that is why it can be broken. Similarly, open one tap and running water is there. You are able to cut the stream of water with the help of hand, because interparticle attractive force in water particle is weak. So you are able to cut. But can you cut through the table also? No, because in table strong attractive force is present. Dear cadets, in addition to those things which I have taught you earlier, there are some other 2 concepts which are involved in this chapter. The first one is the diffusion. Actually, diffusion is the process of migration of gas particle from higher concentration to lower concentration. Once again, diffusion is nothing but a process of migration of gas particle from higher concentration to lower concentration. As you know that the burning incense stick smell can be felt from one corner to other corner. What is the reason? The process involved in that one is diffusion only, because where incense stick is burning, there the concentration of gas particle is more, and since their concentration is more, these particles will migrate from there to some other places. That is why their smell can be felt from other side also. Greater the temperature, greater will be the rate of diffusion. Diffusion is affected by the temperature. As the temperature increases, the rate of diffusion will also increase. This is the only reason that is hot sizzling food smell can be felt from several meters away, but cold food smell you can only feel when you go very close to the food. Now second concept is kinetic energy. Energy of matter particle which is responsible for its speed. As you know, the kinetic energy is very important energy which is possessed by the matter particle. If kinetic energy is more, matter particle will travel or will cover more speed. This is also one of the reason, that is why hot sizzling food smell can be felt from several meter away, but cold food smell cannot travel for long distances. That is why to smell it we have to go near to the food. So diffusion and kinetic energy, these two are responsible for the migration of particle from one place to another places. So dear cadets, now this is time to summarize whatever we have learned today. As you know, we have started with the definition of matter, then we have studied the characteristics of matter particle, then we studied the physical properties of matter particles, and under that one so many activities we have covered, and afterwards we have discussed the kinetic energy and diffusion also, their dependence on the temperature. Now this is the time to check your knowledge whatever you have learned today. So here I am giving you 5 questions. These question answers you have to write and send to my personal WhatsApp number, that is 974-3535-029. Now questions are as follows. What is matter? Give examples. Classify the matter on the basis of physical property. What are the physical characteristics of matter? Fourth question is what is diffusion? Fifth one question is what is kinetic energy? Of course everything I have explained here. Now whatever you have learned, write down and now send to my WhatsApp number. Thank you.